On, guys? Welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League, and today we have a very special production, right? We got Rival League Grand Finals, the moment everyone has been waiting for here in the Nemesis Gaming League. I'm joined here by the commish with all the swag, Rockerman. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, Gallium. Happy to be back here for the grand finals, the second day. We had a great first day. We had a great performance from Venom in the last matchup, and now, Gallium, we get to see the chase for perfection here. Can the Gravelords pull off the perfect 21-0 season? Only been done one time before in Nemesis history, 21-0, and they're trying to make it the second time here tonight.
Yeah, and I believe that one time happened in the Novice League. So, I mean, happening in any of the higher leagues is honestly really, really impressive, especially how stacked Rival is this season. But we can go through both these teams just real quick. Pineapples, they're repping Flip 1010, Doge, Flash, and the Gravelords have Afterburner, Real Gamebuster, and Slvr. And, you know, while these guys are getting in the lobby, we'll just go over the playoff runs real quick, if you can pull that up on the screen. We have the Gravelords in round one. They 4-1 Distortion. Distortion were heavy underdogs, and Gravelords proved that they were definitely the favorites in that one. Semifinal number one against Whiteout. They 4-2'd them in game 6. It was Whiteout had a chance to get back in that series, unfortunately could not get it done. And on the other end of things, the Pineapples, they had to battle Lightspeed, but Lightspeed were no match. I mean, they just swept them. That's plain and simple, just swept them. But I have to say, the Pineapples versus Bearcats game, probably one of my favorite games in all the playoffs. It was cinema. It was generational. It obviously went to a game 7, but if you guys haven't watched that VOD, go do so immediately. And the amount of game 7s in Rival just shows how competitive it is. That's why it's even more impressive how this Gravelords team is somehow 20-0 right now.
Yeah, no, I completely agree, Gallium. I mean, it's an impressive performance, and you mentioned the playoffs have been tough for both these two teams. And to even get there, people don't talk a lot about it. Oh, they're 20-0. They've just kind of dominated everyone, but they've had some close calls throughout the season and some tough matchups. Even that Whiteout matchup in the semifinals was no joke there. And these guys, it's a lot of pressure, Gallium, to come in here. You're undefeated. You're the heavy favorites to win this matchup, and you got to go take care of business. And if there's a team, to come into this one and try to take them down, it's Flip 1010. It's the Pineapples. The second seed. They're the second best team in the regular season. They're 15-3, and it's up to them to try to make a dent in this Gravelords team. But it's gonna be a tough one for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, honestly, anyone who's gone up against the Gravelords this season just knows how insane their chem is. They're not the most mechanical in the bunch, although they do have pretty nice mechs. But that's not what makes them special. What makes them special is just their team chemistry and how in sync it feels like they are at times. So if Pineapples want to stop them, they're going to obviously need a generational performance. But I have a feeling that they might be able to, just based off the play of Flip 1010, all right? Playoff Flip 1010 last season did not. He had a really rough playoff run, but this season he's cleaned it all up. He's looked phenomenal, and he's one of the fastest players in Rival, so I expect him to get in Gravelord's face, not allow anything. And Flashy is one of the better low sals in Rival League. I mean, he's the whole package when it comes to offense, defense, anything you're looking for. So he's going to have to stop Gravelords. It's going to have to be a total team effort. And Doge, defensive menace. I mean, defensive menace, and he is a great shooter. So these three players have insane qualities, insane traits, and hopefully that translates over to this Grand Finals match. I mean, you never know how it's going to go. Obviously, Grand Finals is really nerve-wracking, especially on stream. But hopefully both these teams just come out here and have a little bit of fun. Gravelords obviously seeking perfection, but, the Pineapples, they just want a championship, man. They came in, it's a first and second seed battle. It's what many expected happened, or expected to happen in the Rival League bracket, and unfortunately I did not make my prediction like that, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, I'm just excited to get this game underway, Rockerman.
Yeah, no, it's going to be an exciting game, and we'll have to see who is going to take this one out here, because like we said, it's two great teams. It's the two best teams in the Rival League, and maybe possibly with the Gravelords, one of the best teams in Nemesis history. And Galen, I gotta stick with my prediction. I got Pineapples in 7. I think they're going to be pulling off a little bit of an upset tonight. I didn't want to steal your Fruit Ninjas representation, but I'm going with the Pineapples here in this one.
You know, I love me some fruit, man.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to go. You know what, Rocker Man? Listen, I think your script has been right a lot, especially in playoffs. So I'm gonna stick with your script. How about it? You know, I'm gonna, write my name on it, count it as my own. Pineapples in 7, ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen. I think this is gonna be a very close series. If what I'm imagining in my head is how this is gonna play out, but game numero uno underway in this grand final in the rival league as we see Flash taking it up high. Silver is going to get a 50 with him. Already a nice start for the Pineapples. They're in this Gravelord zone. Flip, he sends it up high. Gamebuster is going to get a touch. Sends it over to the side wall. Gamebuster has been a menace all season long, and you just proved it. Gets it past 2, and Afterburner has an easy goal.
Yeah, and that's what they do. Gamebuster just taking it out over the top of 2, and that's just a bad double commit. Pineapple's trying to play too aggressive there on this Gravelords team, and that's the thing about this Gravelords team, Gallium. They are so connected. Everything they do is just, flawless rotational wise, and you can't make these double commits if you're the Pineapples. You're not going to win that way. You have to be solid on your rotations if you're going to want to beat this Gravelords squad.
You're going to have to play almost perfect Rocket League, and Whiteout almost did it. I think the Pineapples are more talented than that Whiteout roster, so hopefully they can lock in here. Game 1's not over, but it's sure feeling like as Afterburner nets his second goal of game 1.
Yeah, Afterburner just going to get this one in. A little bit awkward there. Gamebuster can't make the touch, and Doge, he's trying to get out to it, but it's just a perfectly placed shot, and the Gravelords showing out early here with some big, heavy pressure.
Yeah, I mean, you're just witnessing what's made them so great this entire season as we see Slvr actually get demo. This could be an opportunity. Doge goes up high. Unfortunately, not able to make the touch here, but Gravelords, they're still applying that pressure. I mean, already they have 2 shots and 2 goals, so, they're very efficient as we might have another one, and Afterburner nets a hat trick in game 1 with not even a minute into this game 1.
And you know what, Gallium? When you're the undefeated team, when you're 20-0 coming into this matchup, what do you want to do? You want to show up in game 1 and show the opponent why you are undefeated. And Afterburner said, yeah, this is my series. This is my grand finals. And 3 goals, hat trick already is absurdly impressive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially with, how little time it took. But wait a second. They're scoring on both ends as Flash gets a goal off of a great pass from Doge, just getting it past the entire defense.
Yeah, that's a great pass, dropping it down, and a little bit of an overcommit on that one, but that's just a beautiful pass in the midfield, and then Pineapples gonna get their first goal here at the grand finals.
That's a big goal. I mean, obviously stream nerves are going to be a thing, but you get that first goal, nerves are settled. You can score on this Gravelords defense. And wait a second, Flip gets an insane 50, and that one's just going to go in the back of the net. Game changer Flip strikes in game 1.
Yeah, the highest rated player in the rival league is showing up with a massive dunk. And, this guy's been a staple of this org for the last couple seasons here. And it's all eyes on him to perform well. And that's a massive dunk. And, after 3 quick goals by the Gravelords, the Pineapples come with 2 of their own. And they were almost hunted for a third there, but couldn't quite find the demo. But still, an excellent response here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's exactly what you want. You go down 3 and you get 2 in less than a minute. Oh my goodness, this one might go in the back of the net. Gamebuster has to make a great save on very low boost. Silver can't make the double. Gamebuster sends it over. Flip has a little bit of time, but Afterburner, oh my goodness, what a beat by Flip. But unfortunately going to get demoed or 50'd out by Gamebuster. Doge sends it down the pitch. Silver gets a touch himself, and Gamebuster's up. Can he get the redirect? He does, but it's not towards net, not on target. Afterburner gets bumped. That opens the area for the Pineapples to hopefully get a clear here as they're still trying to get the Gravelords out of their own end. Flip, he gets the boost. Can he get out? Silver keeps it in their end. A nice bump from him. Gamebuster has an opportunity, but he doesn't have a lot of boost. Doge doesn't know that, though. Great 50 from him. Seems as though things have finally settled down. No more scoring, at least for now. I hopefully didn't caster curse that one, Rocker Man.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a crazy start to the game. 5 goals really early on. Now as we're to the halfway point, things are starting to settle down a little bit here. But you got to play solid. Oh my goodness, what a fake there! But Flip is gonna help his team out, able to push that one away, and that's the that's the confidence that you got to have here in the rivalry grand finals to go for that fake there on the goal line here. And yeah, right now Pineapple's still in this one, but Gravelords are really starting to get their pressure back. I think the Pineapples just got to know it's a long series, stay calm, and be ready for a shot opportunity like that one off the post. It's not going to fall through there. Another great chance there.
I mean, I really like what Doge did, right? You know, he didn't have a lot of boosts. There's not many players who go up and try to shoot that one, but he just barely got over the defense and made quite the play. If only that went in, but a nice bump comes out. Doge can't really find much power on that one. Flip sends it down, gets 50'd out. Instead, Flash with a great touch. It's in the corner. A demo comes out from Flip yet again. They're really disrupting this Gravelords backline here. Gamebuster goes up with one. Tries to get a second, but Flash sends it down. This is on target. Can Afterburner get to it? Of course he does. Great play from him. He already has 3 goals in this game 1. Can he find another to put this Pineapples team away? We'll find out. Here's Gamebuster. Goes up top. Gets demoed out. That was a dangerous pass, but luckily Slvr was back to defend that one. Doge sends it up high. Gamebuster's going to get a touch himself. It's off the ceiling and Flip. He's going to put it on top of his car. Now he's going to go for the 50. A demo going along with that. And, you know, Flip kind of looks like calm right now. There are a lot of demos coming out from it right now.
Yeah, no, you got to be calm here. It seems like he's really just locked in this moment, and that's what you want to expect from these players. You know, this is the biggest moment of their season here, the grand finals. Everything in this entire season, these last couple months, has all come down to this. You got to stay clutch, you got to stay confident, and be ready for anything as they're triple committing on the goal line. A little bit of panic there from the Pineapples, but still 40 seconds remaining here for them to try to find one more.
Yeah, you know, I think they can do it. We'll have to see here. Is, you know, it's going to be quite the task. A little over 30 seconds remaining. Flip on top of his car. The bump not able to get through. A nice squishy attempt, but at the end of the day, Gamebuster's going to get away with that one. Flash sends it to the corner. Doge, he's right there with full boost, but Flash takes it from him, sends it over to Doge. Flash back out. Flip is going to be there. He grabs the boost, gets on the sidewall, sends it off the ceiling, but Gamebuster is going to be there. Flash, nice pass over, no one there. Doge had to play it a little safe, but they're going to have to send everything they have here. 3 seconds left, and that one just might hit the ground as the Gravelords, after giving up 2 unanswered goals, find a win in game number 1 here to go up 1-0 in the series. And I have to say, that Pineapples run towards the end had, you know, I had me a little worried for the Gravelords, but, you know, ultimately, I think they really deserved that win. They were the better team in that one.
Yeah, no, they were. I mean, 3 quick goals, and the Pineapples just weren't able to bounce back from it there. And that's another thing, really. I mean, there's a lot of things, Gallium, that the Gravelords are good at. But that's one of the things is when they get up, it's so hard to come back from a lead, you know, on them. They just, you know, play so solid. The rotations are so good that it's so hard to break through. You know, despite the chances the Pineapples did have there, their rotations are just so solid. So really for the Pineapples here, heading into this second game here, I really need to see them come out with this first goal. You had some momentum there. You know, Flip and Flash both were able to get some goals in that last game to kind of bring it back a little bit. But I want to see them start out with the first goal, put the pressure on these Gravelords, make them feel something they haven't really felt much this season, which is being down. And, you know, I think they'll put themselves in a lot better position for game number 2.
Yeah, I think honestly, the adjustment is what really surprises me about Rival League. You know, the teams are just able to adjust like that. You know, it's like a snap of a finger, and it's not even like after a specific game. It's like mid-game sometimes. You know, they just adjust so well, play off each other so well. And this is a great example. I think the 2 best teams did make it to the Rival League Grand Final, and we're going to be treated to a nice game here as Flip gets it down the pitch. Flash is on the sidewall. Gets a touch, but it's off the ceiling a little awkwardly. Doge can't find the touch. Afterburner unable to find the shot there. Flip, nice 50, and Flash has to get there. Slvr gonna beat him out, but not a threatening beat by any means. Doge, he can't find the boost. He's just gonna have to hold on for his teammates to get back. As the Gravelords, they have a lot of boost to work with. Doge, he sends it out though. A nice touch from him and allowing the Pineapples to finally get some boost and be able to make an outplay. One of their teammates says, that's not amazing pass, as 2 players get demoed by Afterburner, 1 remaining, and it's Flash. Slvr with a nice attempt, but not going to be able to get through. Oh my goodness,
gosh.
what a pitch. That might be in net. Oh, that's just barely off. Wow, what an opportunity. And that one would have been a amazing goal for the Pineapple to start off this game too.
Yeah, that would have been nice to have after dodging those, after getting demoed and then dodging a goal there from the Gravelords. They almost found an insane pinch coming back, but the Gravelords, they're so solid finding those demos and putting the Pineapples in awkward positions. So, like I said, they just got to break out, find an opportunity like this one right here. Is this one sent down, but can be saved away?
Yeah, great save by this Gravelords team as Doge sends it off the ceiling. It's water falling down. Flash misses his touch. This is detrimental for the Pineapples. They don't have a lot of boost. Flash on the backboard. He gets 50'd out. Silver's there, but Flip, a great play from Flip. He's making a lot of great defensive touches, but Afterburner, he's there. Gets off the backboard. Gamebuster's there. Can't find the back in the net, and a lot of chances for this Gravelords team as Flash can't find the touch. Gamebuster gets a touch past Doge. Flip sends it to the side. Flash is going to chase this one down. Slvr sends it to the ceiling, and Afterburner is going to chase this one. It's going to waterfall for him. Not going to be able to be a threatening play, or a threatening pass. Rather, what a shot from Gamebuster. You saw the hesitation. That's like a Michael Jordan shot right there.
Yeah, no, a little bit of hesitation, waiting just for the right angle. He slowed down and then popped it right over the top of there and put it in the back of the net. That's a great play shot there. And again, the Gravelords just had so much pressure there. The Pineapples were unable to break out, and eventually it results in a goal.
Yeah, that is a great goal for this Gravelords team, who got 2 goals scored unanswered in that last game 1, and now they find themselves on the board first in game 2. Flip down to Flash. Flash is just going to put this one away. Great patience from the Flashmeister, and what an interesting play from Afterburner. I don't think he meant to do that, and it cost his team a goal here in game 2.
Yeah, a little bit awkward there, and you saw a demo come through from Doge, opened up a little bit of space. There's been a lot of demos from Afterburner in this one to kind of start things off. He's 5th in the rival league in demos per game, so he knows how to get it done, but Doge was turning it on there. He's also top 15 in demos per game as well. So again, open up the space, and that's what can be so good against a team, you know, that has such solid rotations, Gallium. If you can find those demos, get one player out of position, you know, you can really give yourselves a great opportunity. We saw it right there, and the Pineapples were finally able to capitalize.
Yeah, and that's a great goal to break the ice, obviously, but you know, you still have a lot of work to do. Gravelords, they're applying that pressure, but Flip, he sends it down the pitch. Afterburner has a 100 boost, but accidentally gives it away. This is a crucial mistake, and Afterburner, with his 2nd mistake of the game, costing his team yet another goal.
Yeah, and that's just, he's trying to buy some time. He wants to bring it up the wall, but it's just too heavy of a touch there, and that one goes ricocheting off the corner. Flip is right there. Doge is right there for the follow, and I mean, for the Pineapples, again, when you're battling a team that's perfect so far this season, you got to capitalize on any mistake that they made. And in this game right here, Gallium, they found 2 great capitalizations, and they find themselves in the lead.
You know, it's great to be in that lead, and especially off of just executing so well, off of mistakes made by the Gravelords as Afterburner trying to find a pass, but fortunately not going to be able to. Slvr is demoed out, so not a whole lot of offensive presence for the Gravelords at this very moment, but they do have a lot of boost to work with. It's off the corner. Doge sends it down the pitch. It's now a 2v1, but Slvr is going to be able to get to this one first. Doge can't find the touch. Slvr tries to get it past Flash. Flash almost gets a touch. He's going to fake out Gamebuster, but Gamebuster, great defensive stand from him. Flip, he sends it to the side, fakes out his own teammate, but Doge trying to go for the demo. Great defense from Afterburner. Little over a minute left. These Gravelords, they need to find a goal here. Flash gets it over 1. Doge tries to 51. Flash, he's up with it. A nice 50, but this could be dangerous. Gamebuster with a touch. Flip, an amazing 50. I have no idea where he came from. Sends it to the side. Flash, he's up with it. He can't find the touch. And now Doge, he has a 1v1 opportunity. Slvr, he's low on boost. Slvr just sends it to the side. Smart play by him. It's off the corner once more. Flashy, over to Doge. Doge can't find the touch or the demo. Flashy gets it out yet again. Flip, he's up. Flip almost finds the back of the net, and Doge is almost going to find the back of the net as well. These Gravelords are locking down here, but they need to score. All of their resources have to go into scoring this ball in the back of the net to send this one into overtime or potentially win this game too. Doge sends it to the backboard. Flashy, he's going to have a touch in the corner. Flashy, he's on the corner still, just waiting for Gamebuster, wasting as much time as humanly possible here. Flip, he sends it into the corner as well. It's rolling in the corner. Flip across the pitch. Slvr has to be there. No boost on the side of Gravelords, but Gamebuster, he finds a 100 pad. Doge, he's up with it. 1 second remaining, and they're just going to let the ball drop. Interesting decision there, but, you know, I got to respect it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, maybe thinking there was just enough time for that ball to bounce, but, I mean, you got to be ready for that one regardless. But Either way, Gallium, I mean, the Pineapples, with a great performance there, they did what they needed to do, capitalize on the mistakes. That was the big thing from the Gravelords. They've made a couple, you found a couple demos to open things up there, and you just got to capitalize. And that's what we saw in that game with some big goals there to capitalize on the opportunities. And again, that's really what it comes down to. When you're playing a team that's been perfect, you have to be perfect too. And so far in that game number 2, Pineapple's pretty close to it there, and they walk away with a win and tie the series up.
Yeah, that's a big win for the Pineapples, you know, especially going against this Gravelords team who has obviously dominated all season long. You have to tie the series up to make them work for it, right? They haven't been in a lot of pressure-filled moments, or as many pressure-filled moments as the Pineapples have. They can use that to their advantage. They know they can clutch up in tight pressure situations. We'll just see if that comes into play later in this series as Game 3 going to the park. An amazing map, by the way, but Gamebuster, he's going to be up. Afterburner's up with it. Full boost, a nice 50 out. Flashy going to take a touch, leaves the boost for Gamebuster. Flash gets a nice 50, now Flip sends it down the pitch, a nice demo, but Gamebuster is going to be able to get there. Interesting touch. It was really soft, and Flash was able to get to that one. Sends it across. Gamebuster and Afterburner just going to chase that one into the corner. Flashy, he gets a touch. It's off the ceiling. Slvr sends it down. It's off the ceiling yet again. It seems like the ceiling are both these teams' best friends at the moment. Doge can't find the touch. Flip, he can't find one either, but Flash, he sends it down into the corner. Afterburner gets a touch himself. Flip, he has an opportunity to shoot, and he takes it, but Gamebuster there with the save. He's been really stout on the defensive line early, and that's what this Gravelords team really needs, honestly, to come back from that Game 2 loss and get a Game 3 win here. And it's going to come off the back of Gamebuster's great defense here.
Yeah, no, Gamebuster's had a great playoff run thus far. 1.64 saves, so he's really a defensive menace. Is this one? No, it's going to be saved away. Slvr, unfortunately, going to save his own shot there. But no, I agree with you. Gamebuster is such a defensive menace there. And this one is a shot towards that Doge. It's a pre-flip, but he can't get to it. And Afterburner is going to catch him out. And we need some defense when he got offense like this fast shot.
You know, Slvr might have saved his own shot, but Afterburner gets it right back off of a Slvr pass. Great opportunity, great play. Fortunately, Doge did not have the boost to make that one happen here, but we'll see if Pineapples can't respond here. The Flip sends a ball. It's almost on target, Doge with the shot, but Slvr saves away Afterburner with a nice beat. Slvr gets a nice redirect down the pitch, and Afterburner on 0 boost just sends it towards the net, trying to apply some pressure here. Doge, 0 boost to work with. Fakes out Slvr, gets a nice 50. Gamebuster has the ball instead. Slvr can't get to that one, and Flash, he's going to take the ball. Tries to get a 50, and he gets a pretty nice 50 there. Afterburner off the backboard. Flip sends it into the corner. Gamebuster with a touch. Tries to get a second. It's a nice pass. Slvr's there, but he pops it high into the backboard. Flashy with a single touch. Tries to find another. A great 50 up high. And that's what they were looking for. Flip, he has a double opportunity, but Slvr's going to shut that one down. Doge sends it to the side. Afterburner going to be there with very minimal boost. Flash has to beat out Gamebuster, but Gamebuster with very limited boost is going to, as Afterburner sends it on target. Doge going to be there with a great save, and Pineapples are trying to transition into the offensive end. They're doing a pretty good job, but they can't maintain this pressure as the Gravelords just playing phenomenal defense right now. Slvr sends it over. Doge gonna get a nice touch. Afterburner can't find that one. Gamebuster and Afterburner trying to go for maybe a pinch there. I can't say I hate it. I go for those all the time. It's off the ceiling. Slvr tries to send it over, but Flash, he's going to be able to get to it first. Afterburner, it's going to waterfall down, but a beautiful demo by Slvr. That is a great play to mitigate what could have been a dangerous shot.
Yeah, no, and that, again, that's what the Gravelords, once again, do so well. Even when there's an opportunity, they have someone back or someone taking out the shooter there. That was a massive demo by Slvr to wipe out the only dangerous threat there and to give the Gravelords a little bit of room to breathe there. And with 150 remaining here, Gallium, the Pineapples finally starting to get a couple of opportunities. But again, you can't be too set in your ways there, as the Gravelords can easily get back on their pressure.
Gravelords, I mean, right now, for instance, they sending constant pressure towards this net. I mean, they have 7 shots already, but Pineapples, they have 5 shots of their own, so they're not falling too behind. They just need to really pick up the pace here on the offensive end. They can't rely too much on their defense. They're going to have to get a goal here. Flashy sends it up high. Doesn't have any boost to work with, but pre-flips into the 50. A nice attempt from Slvr to try to get that one down the pitch. Gamebuster is going to miss. Afterburner going to be there. Flip tries to get a shot off, but it's not going to be a very good position for him to work with. Flashy gets bumped. Flashy trying to come back and get into this ball. Doge gets to it first. Slvr and Doge going up with it, and Gamebuster, he's going to be there. Sends it off the sidewall. Flashy going to try to send it off the backboard. He's successful. Can he find the shot? It's a shot on target, and what a play from Flashy to tie this game 3 up.
Yeah, that one, I thought he hit it too hard, but he lands in a Gamebuster, and it actually slows him down perfectly to get him back in the right position. A good adaptation after getting bumped there to re-jump up for that ball and put it in. Just a great play to tie things up.
I mean, that was a great shot, very clutch shot from Flashy, but they're still going to have to hold on here to maybe send this into overtime, or maybe they just want to score and get this game 3 over with. I mean, beggars can't be choosers at this point as Flip fakes it out. Flashy, a great touch, tries to pinch it mid. Doge with the shot. Oh, it's just barely off. Flip tries to get there. Doge just controlling this ball. Slvr, he gets it down the other way. Flashy sends it down. Doge with the full tank of boost, just going to send it to the sidewall. Flip, he's there. A nice 50 comes out. Flash with a single touch, trying to find the next read. He's unable to, but wait. Oh my goodness, that was actually a great pass from Flashy. I'm not sure how he found that one. Doge is still on the back line. 10 seconds left. That's a big mistake. Can this be capitalized on? No, not quite. Doge, he sends it to the sidewall. These Pineapples seem to have to get it out of their end. The Gravelords are prone to scoring in these 0-second situations, but they're gonna let it drop yet again. And it is overtime here in game 3. And Rockerman, can I get a prediction from you real quick?
You know, I think the Pineapples are going to find a way to take this one in this game 3, Gallium. I feel like they've had a couple of close opportunities, and they just need to find one through. I feel like the Gravelords are playing a little bit panicked sometimes on the goal line, and the Pineapples, again, all it takes is one mistake to break through here, and you know, I think they're going to have what it takes here and get it by them.
Yeah, you know, we'll see. At the end of the day, I mean, anything can happen, really. That's why games are played on the field, not on paper. Splash sends it to the side. Flash, a nice shot, but Afterburner is going to be there. Flip tries to get a touch and the boost and fails to do both. Afterburner, he's up with one. A nice 50 coming out from Doge. He had very minimal boost to work with there. Flash sends it up high. Flip, he's up with it. Slvr going to get a pinch the other way. No one really there except for Flashy. Gamebuster, he's going to get a touch. Maybe a double. Double comes out.
No.
Doge misses, and that is a heartbreaking way to end game 3 for the Pineapples, but what a goal from Slvr.
I mean, this is just a great pinch from Gamebuster and Doge. He's trying to read the touch, but it just bounces around him, and the Gravelords come through in overtime. A clutch performance from them to take the victory, and again, just so solid there. I mean, they held down on the defense. The Pineapples came back there. I mean, it really could have gone either way, Gallium. That was a coin flip game, and the Gravelords, you know, they're gonna win that coin flip this time around, put themselves up 2-1 in the series, and now all eyes going to be on the Pineapples to see how they can bounce back head into game number 4. Really a must win here, Gallium, in my opinion, for their chances in this series, because you just can't go down 3-1 to the undefeated regular season champions there in the Gravelords. You gotta find a way to get this win, to tie the series up, to keep it close, continue to keep that pressure on the Gravelords. You just gotta find a way, Gallium. Whatever it takes, gotta find a way.
I mean, obviously have to find a way, and you know, this is a must-win game for the Pineapples. I know it's not officially over yet. You know, if the Gravelords win this, it's not going to be over. But Pineapples, as you mentioned, they just can't go down 3-1 to the Gravelords. It just cannot be happening here. So we'll see if maybe they can get a nice win here in game 4, but we'll have to see, as the Gravelords aren't really one for letting them have anything. As Flashy with another highlight reel goal just gets it over the defender, or maybe the attacker. Slvr last one back, and Flashy just pops it over him.
Yeah, and if there's been one weakness on this Gravelords team thus far this series, it's been Slvr. He's gotten beat out a couple times, a couple awkward takeoffs there, and the Pineapples, they were ready for that one. So if they can find him, take advantage of a couple opportunities like this one right here, follow-up attempt is going to be saved away. They can definitely make it happen, but that is an excellent start there, Gallium. Get the first goal on the board, put the Gravelords on the back foot.
Yeah, put the Gravelords right where they want them. You know, you get this first goal. It's very, very crucial to keep this momentum going, as we see Gamebuster gets a nice touch as we see Doge. He's up with one off the backboard. Can anyone find it? Flash sends it towards the net, but it's going to be saved away. Doge, nice touch. Flash gets up with it. Flash trying to find another one. He's successful. A great touch. Doge, a little awkward there, but don't really blame him. That ball was kind of sailing at him from a weird angle. Doge pops it high. Gamebuster is going to get a touch. Gamebuster can't find this touch, though. Has 0 boost, and Flashy going to take control of this one. 2 up to try to beat him, and Afterburner is going to beat him here. Doge gets it down the pitch. Gamebuster sends it right back down, but Doge is going to miss his touch. Slvr tries to get a flip reset and is going to be unsuccessful here. Flip sends it down. Gamebuster down the other way, and now Doge, he's collecting a little bit of boost, but he doesn't have a whole lot to get this one over Defender, and he does. What a great play from him. Flashy, nice touch. Afterburner, he has 100 boost and a lot of real estate. Oh my goodness, what a save from Doge. That is an amazing save and perhaps redemption from that Game 3 overtime unfortunate event that happened, Ruckerman.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a massive save right there, and you can't let Afterburner up there. Oh, big miss on the backboard. Pineapples can't quite capitalize, but you can't let Afterburner fly through with 100 boost because that man is dangerous. And speaking of dangerous, Flashy is getting dangerous right there with an insane pinch to give the Pineapples a 2-0 lead.
I mean, Flashy, you know how bad he wants this one. He wants it so bad that he's trying to do everything in his power. He's scoring left and right, and let me remind you that he is a lower sal than every single one of the players on this pitch. He's the lowest sal on this pitch. So he's doing it all with not a whole lot of ranked expertise, you could say. I'm not really sure how to word that one, but that's not the point. Doge off the ceiling. Flash trying to get his 3rd of the game and is unfortunately not going to be able to, but Afterburner the other way, not going to be able to find a Gamebuster with a little bit of boost. Doge, a great 50, almost gets the 2nd touch. That would have been an amazing touch. Flip just boxing out Gamebuster. Gamebuster gets a touch and the boost. What a great play from Gamebuster. Slvr demos Flip. Afterburner's up with a bit of boost. Tries to double it, but Doge yet again just there on the defensive end. Great plays from him. Flip gets a nice 50. Beautiful 50, in fact. Tries to pre-flip into that one. Flashy gets demoed out. Flip, a nice fake. He pops it high. Oh my goodness, gets it behind one. Doge tries to get there. Flashy just diving in. Very bold play from him, but, you know, I wouldn't expect anything less. Flip sends it off the ceiling. Flip tries to get it down the pitch, and he's going to. And, you know, I feel like we're harping on Flash and obviously Doge in the defensive end, but Flip, I mean, he's just been the most solid player this entire time. I don't think I've seen him lose a challenge. I mean, this guy, he is a Nemesis veteran, and you can definitely see how good Nemesis has made him at getting these 50s at some points. As we see there, a prime example, but Flip, he's just an all-around great player, and he's part of the reason why the Pineapples, they have a 2-0 lead here.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's just a big player here in the rival league. Again, one of the best throughout the regular season, and that veteran status. He knows what it takes, you know, when it gets to this point in the season, Gallon. This is championship time. This is win or your season's over. As a big shot is going to go too high there. But he's such a smart player, and that's what makes him so good. He knows when to challenge. He knows how to find these 50s. He knows where to rotate, and he knows how to be in the right positions here to set it up off the backboard, looking for a teammate. But Pineapple's opting to play it a little bit slow here with a 2-goal lead, a minute remaining, not wanting to overcommit too far.
Doge, he missed a touch. Slvr has an opportunity. What a save. Afterburner. He can't find the touch, and Flip, 0 boost. He sends it to the side. Gamebuster is going to send it in the corner. He gets the boost. Doge tries to get it, but Gamebuster passes it back to Slvr. Slvr with a single touch. Maybe the double coming out. Oh, just barely missing that one. But Gamebuster, oh my goodness, pandemonium in the Pineapple's end. But they finally get it out. I mean, these Gravelords, you can't, yeah, I mean, you really can't doubt them at any point in any game. Those were some amazing chances, but even better defense from the Pineapples. Flip gets it over 2. Great time wasting here. Gamebuster gets a challenge there. Flash sends it up high. Slvr up high himself. He gets another touch. What a great read from him. Afterburner sends it off the corner. The ball is floating high. No one could get there but Gamebuster and the Gravelords. 8 seconds left. What magic can they make happen?
Yeah, I mean, this ball just pops up. Flash, he can't make that touch. It's a tough miss there. And now Pineapple's got to try to hold on, but this is a dangerous team when they got time left on the clock.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely not ideal, but I mean, Pineapple's Flashy has boost. 3 seconds remaining. He has full boost. He could just hit this one to the ground, and he opts to just try to go for a goal. Don't blame him. It ends up being dropped to the ground, and the Pineapples are fighting and clawing back in their way into the series, and now it's even. And now, Rocker Man, it's just a best of 3 at this point.
It's a best of 3, and it's guaranteed Forbidden Temple. Gallium, I love to hear it. That's my favorite part about these series. When we get to these best of 7,
Woohoo!
Oh yeah, woohoo indeed. We get to go to Forbidden Temple. Not quite yet, but soon. Where all the chaos and craziness is bound to happen. But I mean, again, we talked about how that was a must win for the Pineapples, and they stepped up so big. Flashy with a couple of great plays, 2 solo plays really, where he just stepped up and willed a goal in the back of the net, and that was the difference there. Flashy with the 2 goals, able to give his team the win there. And now heading into game number 5, winner is going to put themselves 1 win away from the championship, possibly 1 win away from perfection. The Gravelords can pull it off.
Yeah, the Gravelords, they're, so very, very close, but they're going to have to get past this fruity bunch right here. I mean, they have just been so good all series long at, responding to this Gravelords team, but Gravelords definitely still have that edge to them that makes them so dangerous. I mean, they overall in the series so far have been the better team, but Pineapples, they're fighting and clawing, and they had a lot of great opportunities. I just need to see more team plays. You mentioned it, Flashy. He had 2 solo goals last game. But most of the Gravelords goals have been just team plays. I think the opposite needs to happen for the Pineapples here. They need to get their teammates involved and try to create some more chances. As Flashy has an opportunity, gets dunked out by Gamebuster. This could be dangerous. Doge sends it into the corner, and Doge sends it down the pitch. Afterburner is going to be there. What a great touch from him, but he can't find another one. Doge, nice touch over to the side. Flashy, he's going to be there. Flashy gets a beautiful touch over to Doge. Wow, a lot of power on that one. Very, very nice. Flip off the ceiling. He gets a touch. Slvr, he's a little awkward here. He's going to opt to just hit this one with very little boost. Gamebuster, a bit of boost himself. Flashy, he gets a touch. Maybe another one, almost. Just barely can't get to that one. Slvr, he's going to be up for it. Slvr gets a flip reset. Flips into it, but unable to find the ball past Flashy. It's Afterburner. Tries to get it over. Doge. Up to Afterburner. Afterburner sends it off the ceiling. Flip, he's going to send it down. What a great recovery from Flip. He almost just faltered there, but what a save coming out from Afterburner. That's a highlight reel save there.
Yeah, it's not too flashy, but that is exactly what they needed there to save a goal. Afterburner in the perfect position. That was a beautiful pass and a great opportunity, but Afterburner smelled it out there, cut it off, and again, he is their leader of this Gravelords team, and what better way to lead than by example here, as Gamebuster can't quite knock that one down. It could have been a great opportunity there, but still, Gallium, we remain tied at 0-0.
Yeah, a lot of interesting things happening. I mean, obviously these guys have been playing for a fat minute, so, I understand, a little bit of mental anguish, but, hopefully they'll be back in the horse in no time. As we see Flashy, again, one of those solo plays, tries to get the 50 Afterburner. A great challenge from him. Doge has to get up high. He's going to be successful. Doge sends it out to the right side. Gamebuster, he's going to be there. Slvr gets the touch. It's over to the middle. Flashy, he sends it over. Slvr, a great demo. That's going to alleviate some defensive presence from the Pineapples and give the Gravelords an opportunity here. Slvr gets a touch. It's in the corner. Tries to get a pass. Doge is going to be there, though. Great touch to get it out. Flashy going to try to send it over Afterburner, but great 50 yet again. It's off the corner. Gamebuster, he reads it. No one there to shoot it, and Doge just going to send it down. And Afterburner with full tank of boost is going to be there. A great touch, and oh my goodness, how in the world did he hit that?
Oh my goodness, that is absolutely diabolical. Pinch off the ceiling, come back down with the flip reset over the top. I mean, that was just insane.
Wow, that's a great shot. I mean, you can't really say anything else. Looks a little bit like Zen out there, but obviously nowhere near as good as Zen. That's my goat. Flip, he sends it down. It's off the ceiling. Flash, he's going to get a touch. It's going to be off the corner, and all these Pineapple players are on very low boost, so getting this one out is very helpful for them. As Doge gets a touch, gets a second. Flip misreads the situation and can't find the shot. Flip gets this pass, he tries to shoot it. Gamebuster now with a little bit of boost, tries to pop it over Doge, but Doge, a great challenge from him. Slvr, he sends it to the side. Flip, sending it down. Afterburner, he's there to intercept. Afterburner is dangerous in the air. They learned that the hard way last time, but Doge, he can't get there. Very, very close to getting there. Gamebuster sends it to the side. And now Flip tries to get there. Flashy. Oh my goodness, Gamebuster
Uh-oh.
accidentally hit that one. He doesn't have enough boost to get back to it. Can anyone be there? Flashy can't find the touch. Doge, he has to put this one on target, and he's unable to. I mean, I guess he attempt to get a pass out there, but there's a lot of people swarming the backboard there. A little over a minute remaining. Flashy down the pitch, gets a Flip reset, sends it to the side, and Flip, he's gonna be there. A nice pass coming out from Flip. Can he find it? Doge, nice attempt at a shot. Afterburner sends it into the corner. Flip, he's gonna be there. A shot comes out. Slvr gonna save this one away. Flip over the middle. Doge, another save from Slvr, and this Gravelords defense is showing up and showing out here. Flash over the middle. Doge, he can't find the touch. Fight off is just being denied time and time again. Afterburner doesn't have a lot of boost. Gamebuster gonna get this ball down the pitch, and Doge, he has a free ball, a lot of boost. Flashy, he's up with it. Can he find the read? Unfortunately, not gonna be able to. His Gamebuster, he's gonna be there with a bit of boost here. Flip sends it over. Doge, nice touch from him. Afterburner off the ceiling, tries to get the 50, and he's gonna be successful here as Flip. He's gonna get a touch himself. Flip off the sidewall. He's not gonna be there. Flashy tries to send it towards the net. This one might be an opportunity. Doge, he can't find the back of the net. Flashy, he can't find the back of the net. The Pineapples need a score here to even it up. They're all backed up except for Flashy as this one hits the ground, and the Gravelords take game 5 and are up 3-2 in the series.
Oh man, that defense, Gallium, was insane. Every time the Pineapples made a pass in the midfield, the Gravelords slammed the door. They shut it down every single time. I mean, just an exceptional showing from them. They didn't get a lot of saves to their credit, but that's because they were denying these shots before they even came towards the net there. And really, all three of them just combining for that defensive performance to lock it down. And now one win away from the perfect season, but they've got to get through another test, Gallium, and that's the craziness of Forbidden Temple.
You know, as someone who's played on their fair share of Forbidden Temples in their time, I will say it is just not at all what you expect every single time. You know, you're like, oh, it's gonna be like a little crazy, and then it's just, what in the world's happening? You know, like a double pinch into my own net, you know, just that kind of stuff. And that's what Forbidden Temple brings us. And what a better place to potentially have the Gravelords winning this perfect season championship on this map. But Pineapples, they're hungry for a game 7, and we'll see if that hunger satiates them enough to get this game 6 win here. Flip gets a touch, not an amazing first touch, tries to find a second. He's not going to be there. Slvr leaves it for Afterburner. Afterburner on no boost. Doge gets a 50. Slvr has a bit of boost. Flashy's going to challenge him. A great challenge from Flashy. Afterburner has no boost on the backboard. Flip, he's going to be there. An interesting touch. Doge really wasn't expecting that one. It's off the corner. Doge sends it across the pitch. Flash is there. Slvr intercepts it, and now it's Flip. Tries to send it down the pitch, but Doge down to Flashy. Flashy with the redirect. It's off the backboard. Can anyone be there? No, not at all. What a great opportunity, but unfortunately, all the Pineapples members are, you know, a little too far back here. Flashy can't find the touch. Gamebuster tries to send a shot down the pitch and gonna be successful there. Doge with a single touch gets another one. Can he find the double tap? Unfortunately for him, not going to be the case. Afterburner, he sends it down. A nice touch from Flash. Oh my goodness, he gets bumped by one, but it's gonna stay upright here. Slvr gets a touch. Afterburner's already up. He fakes it out, but Flip, a great save, but Gamebuster, it's inevitable. You can run from it, but you can't hide.
You can, and Flip, he makes a save off the little bit of a fake there, and Gamebuster on the Pineapples last season, but he's doing damage to them now on the opposing side there with a massive goal for his team, trying to cap off the perfect season.
I mean, I wouldn't expect any other performance other than a Game 6 Gamebuster Classic as, whoa, wait a second, Afterburner makes a huge mistake. And I mean, shades of Game 2 Afterburner coming here. Wow, what an error.
Yeah, that one is just a big mistake and super uncharacteristic, trying to fall back down. But when he got Flip 10-10 in the pocket there, you know where he's going to place it. And that's the back of the net there to tie it up.
Yeah. I mean, it's for sure. He's like a sharpshooter. He's like Hawkeye. You know, he doesn't miss.
Oh yeah.
And can't give him those opportunities to shoot as Doge sends it to the side. Flip. He's gonna be up with one. Tries to maybe get a double tap opportunity, but Gamebuster's going to be there. Afterburner gets a touch. Gamebuster's going to get bumped out. Afterburner sends it across. Slvr doesn't have a lot of boost. It's just going to pop it high. Afterburner is up with it. Flashy gets beat out, and now Flip going to attempt to get a nice play. Oh my goodness, what a touch above Afterburner, but Flashy sends it down. Tries to get another touch. Slvr, great touch to keep it in the zone, and now Doge and Gamebuster racing for this ball. Gamebuster wins the race. Afterburner, he's up with it. He can't find the goal. Flip, he tries to get it out, but it's not going to be successful here. Slvr, oh my goodness, what a double! He's just going to finish it off himself. What a play from Slvr.
And that's the Forbidden Temple chaos right there. Slvr just dives in, somehow gets his second touch over the top. I don't know how he did that, but he found a way, pinch it in the back of the net, and the Gravelords back on top.
You know, it's like the calculated quick chat in Rocket League. He definitely meant to do that, for sure. But Flip, he's going to be up with the ball. Under boost in his pocket. Flip tries to get the touch. Doge gets a touch himself. Tries to find a double, but Slvr going to be there on the defensive end. Little over half the game to play. These Pineapples, they're going to have to find a goal here. Flip, he gets a touch. Fakes out one. Flip with 100 boost in the tank. Gets it over, and Flip. It's a masterclass from the Nemesis veteran.
He's taking it by them all. He causes them to run into each other, then takes it right over the top, finds the demo and the goal, and that's what you want from your captain.
I mean, listen, you can just see how bad these players on the pitch want it. This is just back and forth action. I mean, just an absolute classic brewing right here. Flip, he gets a touch, gets a flip reset. Doge, he's going to find the touch himself. A nice little fake out here. Afterburner going to get 50'd out by him. Gamebuster, he's over there, but Flip, he's going to get the touch. This is not an amazing play from him, but Slvr, he's just going to get it up. It's the waterfall down, and now Afterburner, his touch, it's going to go to the side, and Doge, not very much boost here. Gamebuster floats past that one. Flash, sent it to the side. Flip gets it to the side himself. It's off the ceiling, and Doge is already up for it. It's off the backboard. Gamebuster, he misses his touch, but Slvr, great defensive play. Slvr is just playing out of his mind right now as he's trying to will his team to a perfect season in Game 6. Real Gamebuster tries to get to it, but unfortunately not going to be able to. Flashy, he's going to miss his touch. Doge gets bumped out. Flashy is just going to take it again. Slvr gets a nice touch. It's going to be off the backboard. Flip, a nice play down the pitch. Afterburner, he's going to get a touch. Tries to find another. Doge, he's off the sidewall, bumps out Afterburner, and Flip tries to race and get that one. Flashy, last one back. Slvr's hunting him. Flashy gets a nice play and gets a nice double, but unfortunately for him, it still gets 50'd out. Slvr, nice touch. Flip, he's going to send it down, and Doge is going to turn for this one. He doesn't have any boosts to work with, as a little over a minute remaining, and both of these teams still fighting to find that decisive goal, Rocket Man.
I mean, this is do or die time for both these teams here. The Pineapples need this one to force a game number 7, and the Gravelords with a goal could send them to a perfect season, to the championship here. If they can bring it off, and, you know, as the pressure is on, who is going to step up there as that one is going to ring a little bit wide.
Okay, interesting things are happening, you know, for Vin Temple, you know, yada, yada, yada. His Flashy off the ceiling. Can't really find the touch, and he's going to continue his momentum into the offense.
Oh my gosh!
Goodness, this one's just in. Doge with the 50 of his life to put the Pineapples up by 1.
This map cannot keep getting away with this Gallium. What a dunk there. It pinches all the way in the net. And Doge, he wants game 7, 37 seconds away. Can they hold on?
They just need to hold on. I mean, the Pineapples are out shooting the Gravelords. They're shooting 70 or close to 75% right now. So they're, I mean, great position here. But Slvr might have something to say about it. Doge gets bumped up high. Afterburner with a backflip. Tries to get the touch out. Flip. Gonna send it up to the ceiling. Flashy, he's there. 50 comes out. Slvr sends it down. Doge, he's up with it. Sends it into the corner. Flip, he's there. Tries to get a touch. Oh my goodness, what a bang. Oh my, that might just go in as Afterburner has to make a save. That is a very, very nice touch from Flip, but Flashy finds the demo. Afterburner's awkward. Flip, he's gonna try to put a pass, but Afterburner gets a pass. Doge, he has no boost. Gamebuster, he has a lot of boost. Sends it down. Both of them miss, and Rockerman, it's inevitable. What did we say? Game 7. We knew this one was going to be a classic, and the Pineapples deliver in Game 6 to take us to Champions Field. I mean, this is an all-time classic.
I mean, this is just a certified classic right here. Perfect season on the line. Just some chaos gallium in game number 6. I mean, we talked about it. You know, you get to Forbidden Temple, you're going to see some crazy things happen. And the crazy things, they fell just enough the Pineapple's way there in that game number 6. And now, Gallium, it all comes down to this. This is one game. The Gravelords, so close. They can taste it. They can taste the perfect season. They can taste the championship. But the Pineapples there, the underdogs for sure here. They've played so well, a couple of clutch goals. They have that ice gallium, that clutch factor, but can they pull it off? I mean, it's just one game. It's just one game. Whoever comes out with this first goal, gonna get their teams in a massive position to take it all.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you always say in these game 7s, you know, you got to get that first goal. Whatever you do, you got to get that first goal, man, you know, and both these teams, they're looking for it. Season on the line, 5 minutes of Rocket League to decide the Rival League Championship. Who's going to take it here? Will it be the undefeated Gravelords, where the Pineapples shock the world and take them down as it's off the backboard early? Slvr, he sends it down, Flip sends it into the corner. He's going to race for it. Gets demoed out for his trouble as Afterburner. He's going to turn for it. Gamebuster sends it across, and Doge going to miss his touch. Afterburner with a single touch. Flip is there. Almost a shot on target. Slvr, amazing attempt from him. Gamebuster sends it back, and not an amazing touch. This one is very dangerous. Flip, he's going to be there. Flip misses his touch. This is a lot of nerves showing here early on. Flash, he's going to get a touch, but it's not ideal. Doge, he's going to send it into the corner. A lot of nerves going on here, but it's game 7, so not really taking that out of the question just yet. But Slvr, he's up. Oh my goodness, what a save from Flashy. Very great poise from him. He takes the ball on top of his car. He's just going to wait. Nice flick. Afterburner, he gets there. What a save, and what another touch. That is an elite defensive play from Afterburner. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Afterburner, he's been so good. He's been a little bit shaky at times, but he's been so clutch on the other end as well. But it really comes down to these saves, Gallium, when you mentioned it. The nerves are so big here for both these teams. This is the biggest game that they might have ever played in their entire lives here, and they want to find a way to get the victory. And you're going to see a lot of tense moments here in this game 7.
Yeah, as Flip, he takes it across the pitch. Doge, he has a little bit of time here. Nice 50 off of Afterburner. Doge, he doesn't have a lot of boost, but they don't know that. Oh my goodness, it's going to waterfall down, but Slvr, a great touch. He's been excellent in goal all series long. Flash, he sends it up high. Silver's going to get a touch. It's off the ceiling. A pinch comes out. It's off the sidewall. Flip, he's going to get a touch. Gets another touch. It's going to be a fake, a tactical fake from Flip, but real Gamebuster. And a 2v1 against Flash. Flash, what a challenge. Gets over both the attackers there. Afterburner sends it down. Doge down the other way. This could be dangerous. This one is an open net, but Flip, he can't get to that one. 3 minutes left. Pineapples had an opportunity there. Couldn't put it away. Gamebuster almost missed that one, but a great touch from him at the end of the day. Afterburner gets a touch off his own backboard. Flashy, he's going to try to 50 it out, and he's going to be successful here. Doge almost with the touch. Gamebuster's going to get in his way. Flip, he's going to get a touch himself, and now he's going to get demoed for all of his trouble. Slvr going to pass it out. Afterburner, what a play from the Gravelords. 1-0.
And that's just a massive play. You find the demo, you find Slvr just tossing it over, and that's a perfect pass. Doesn't throw it off the corner, hits it just straight middle, and who else but Afterburner ready to shoot that one in. And the Gravelords, they are the ones that strike first.
I mean, Slvr with a great pass. I mean, he's really come alive in these past couple of games. As a shot comes on target, they're going to deal with that one. As, oh no, a big mistake, and Afterburner is going to clean that one up. Not really sure what happened there.
Oh, that's just a tough one there. A little bit of collision right there. Flip was trying to take it up, and Flash just knocks him out of the way. And Afterburner is ready. You can't make those type of mistakes in game 7 here against an undefeated team. And now, with 2.5 minutes remaining, Gallium gonna need a big comeback here. As another miss comes through. Pineapple's really feeling the nerves.
I mean, yeah, I don't blame them at all, but can't have those moments here. As wait a second, Gamebuster makes a mistake, but makes the great save. Flashy can't put it away, and that one was so necessary to get this one back in them. Oh my goodness, Afterburner's gonna do it himself yet again. A hat trick in game 1. How about a hat trick in game 7 too?
Oh my gosh, Afterburner, he wants it all. The flip reset over the top is insane work right there. A massive save from Gamebuster before to lead to that one. And the Gravelords chasing perfection 2 minutes away. 2
minutes away from Nemesis history here. As Slvr sends it off the ceiling. Doge is going to be there. Pineapples have to score now. It doesn't matter if they get scored on at this point. They need a goal. Guys, wait a second. This could be an opportunity flip. Unfortunately, not going to be able to make that touch. Doge off to the side. Flashy, he's there. Flashy gets the wave dash. Demo's won, but Doge there to collect that one. Flip, he sends it down. Slvr gets it down the other way. And now Doge, he gets it back into the Gravelords end, and Afterburner, he's going to be there with a little bit of a solo play himself. A nice touch. Gamebuster, he's going to get it past one, but Doge, nice defensive play. He's been great on defense this entire series, but you wouldn't notice based off the scoreboard so far as Gamebuster sends it to the side. Flashy, a nice 50. A minute and 20 remains. A minute 20 is separating the Gravelords from a championship here, and the Pineapples are doing everything in their power to get a goal here. They have the same amount of shots as the Gravelords. They just haven't been able to put any of them away, Rockerman.
Yeah, no, and with a minute remaining, you gotta capitalize on every single one, but this is what the Gravelords have been so good at, is there's another opportunity. They can just park the bus so well, Gallium, find the demos, find the open net, and find a dagger. Gamebuster puts it in, and the Gravelords, they can feel it now.
I mean, it's all but a formality at this point. Gamebuster down the pitch. A great demo comes out on Flashy, the third man, and, you know, Pineapples, little less than a minute, score 4 goals, you know, it's whatever, you know. I've definitely been done before, I'm sure, but it's going to have to be a miracle from them. Doge up with 1, tries to get the touch. Gamebuster gets the touch himself, and now Flashy, he gets the touch. He's been great all series long. Can he work some magic? Afterburner gets the 50-50. And the clock just keeps on ticking down. No stopping it at this point. There's no timeouts in the middle of games here. Flashy sends it across. Doge tries to get it down the pitch, back to Flashy. Gamebuster, he sends it over. Flip, gets it up high, tries to find it past Slvr, but it's going to be blocked out, and this ball is floating towards this Pineapple end. 15 seconds, and the Gravelords have just about done it. Nemesis history. No team in the rival league has gone undefeated except for the Gravelords, and they do it with style as Afterburner gets his 4th goal of the game.
Yeah, he gets a massive one here. Not really much Flip could do. He just sets it up there, Afterburner, with an insane follow to really put the dagger in. And Gallium, these guys are going to join only 2 teams in Nemesis history. The Drakes of Season 3, who went 19-0, and the Wisps of Season 10, who went 21-0. They have done it. Nemesis history is here. The Gravelords complete the perfect season and are the Season 13 Rival League champions.
What a series we had on our hands, but the Gravelords, they were just too good, man. I mean, you can definitely see why they went undefeated this entire season, and what an effort from the Pineapples, but Gravelords, man. I mean, just key plays from each player on that team. I mean, it really, truly was a team effort. I mean, when Afterburner was having his struggles, both his teammates stepped up. You know, it just really was that kind of game for the Gravelords, and that's why they won the series ultimately, is because they were adjusting. They were just constantly having that pressure, and the Pineapples just couldn't handle it. But you know what? That was cinema. End of story. But man, what a series.
Yeah, it really was a great series from both the teams. You got to give props to the Pineapples. They battled it all the way. I mean, that team was perfect. And, you know, they weren't quite perfect tonight, but they did what they had to do to lock it down. 21-0. I mean, just an impressive feat. Again, only the 2nd team to ever go 21-0 in Nemesis history. So they've gone where pretty much no one's gone before. And I mean, just a dominating performance from them. And like you mentioned, I mean, when one person had an off game, the next person stepped up. It was a 3-man effort, the way it has been all season. You'd expect nothing different from them in the grand finals in Game 7, and they take it all.
They take it all in very, I mean, heartbreaking fashion for the Pineapples. But honestly, that was a very thrilling series. But we might have another thrilling series on our hands as we go to the pinnacle of Nemesis Gaming League play. As we go to the Titan League to witness a clash between 2 Titans. And I'm sure you guys aren't going to want to miss it. Thank you again, Rockerman, for streaming and commentating with me.
Yeah, no, Gallium, it's always fun. And, you know, again, we're excited for the next matchup. It's coming up in a couple minutes. Phoenix taking on Nebula. So stick around and we'll see who is going to be the last champion of Season 13. We'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Peace out.